This
One second.
conference will
Hello.
now be recorded.
Yes, sir. Raj is there. You can start the session. Raj, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you. Thank
Hello?
you. Hello.
Shiv sir?
Hello, am I audible?
Sir. Yes, yes. Now we can hear you.
Yes.
Hi Raj, this is Shiva. I have total 8 years of experience. I started with Oracle EBS, then 2 years back I moved into cloud, Oracle Fusion as well as middleware. So yeah, this is about me. Can you brief me about yourself?
Hello, sir. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
This is Shiva only.
Shiva. Hi, Shiva.
Yeah.
Hello. So I'm working as a technical consultant. So
EBS?
I got around 17 years of experience,
Okay.
and mostly in EBIS, not in Fusion. So that's the reason for attending the training.
Okay. And like in EBS, as a technical consultant only, right?
Yeah, both means technical consultant in all, but if it is a HR, I'm a little bit functional as well. So you can say HR, HCM, it's techno-functional.
Okay, HCM techno functional. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, even I started with EBS like 2 years back. I moved into cloud, so like just don't like it's very easy if our concepts are clear. So definitely it's not a big task uh, to have a good understanding of cloud. Like functionality wise, most of things are same. Like not a major, yeah, there is some change in UI. Definitely it's in cloud. Responsibilities are like replaced with roles and all. Yeah, few changes, but
Okay.
concept wise, when it comes to modules or when it comes to like you must have worked on this XML reports, right?
Yeah, XML publisher report. Yes.
Using like you created some data. You might have created some data template or RDF reports as well, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Correct. So yeah, everything like we have a cloud tool that is BI publisher where we do all these. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, when it comes to forms, creating custom forms, so like yeah, there's a functionality known as App Composer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, and mostly like we used to create our own packages in EBS, right?
Yes.
So that has been moved replaced with using REST API or SOAP API or FBDI. So
Oh,
have
I
you
see.
worked on a desktop integrator?
Yes.
Desktop integrator.
Correct. I
So
have used that desktop integrator for creating the templates for BI publishers.
no, desktop integrator is to upload data.
Oh, I see. Okay. The web
Mass
ADI.
upload in Excel,
ADI
right?
one?
Web ADI. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I worked on that as well. But in
So
Aegis side only.
we have similar functionality in Oracle as well. Okay, in
Okay.
cloud as well. So kind of concepts are same when it's come to P2P. Like we were having we need to define a buyer, then create a requisition or purchase order directly,
Okay.
then receive it, then ship it, right? We were having some approval rules in place, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And and then we used to pay to suppliers, then like by creating invoices, and then we have to, right? So those kind of things. very similar. Concept-wise, it's similar. Don't worry at all, like whether we'll be able to, like, will not face any issue for sure. Like it's for sure, it's very simple, and you will get it. Okay.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Just 1 second.
Sure.
Before, like, I just this was just a brief introduction, like how, like early like I was just trying to relate with EBS. Okay. So in EBS
Sure,
we
sure.
used to do that form personalization, right?
Yeah.
Form personalization, we used to put some error message or some kind of like auto populating a value, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So that has been replaced by a new term, sandbox.
Okay.
So concept-wise, if your base or core concepts of EBS are clear, it will be very easy to understand Fusion.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Don't worry at all. Maybe so let me share my screen 1 second.
Okay.
1 second. Just give me 1 second. Okay.
Sure.
So you are in which time zone?
I'm in UK, so it's 2:10 now.
Okay, and you are planning to take class over the weekend only?
Yes, sir. That's what will be convenient for me. Unless it's late evenings, maybe that will be too late for you.
So currently it's 1 p.m.
Currently it's 2:10 here, afternoon.
Yani we have a difference of 7 hours.
So it's 5.5 hours difference. You are ahead of 5.5 hours.
Okay.
But in another 2 weeks, maybe it will reduce to 4.5 hours difference. In March week, means last week of March, it will change to 4.5 hours. So maybe that time difference will be less after that.
Okay, no problem. That is fine. Okay. Let me share my screen 1 second first.
Sure.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, now I'm able to see your screen.
So before coming to Fusion, let us go through few of the let us go through the topics which we will be covering.
Okay.
As a part of our training. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So introduction to Fusion Cloud Application Navigation Functional Setup Manager, like basically how this cloud looks like and what is Functional Setup Manager. So, and what are the, like how we normally navigate. So that part you will be covering. Functional Setup Manager is nothing but like where we do all our setups. Okay. So Oracle has basically given a, we'll go through its detail. No need to remember everything now. It's just topics. Okay. So like how, like Oracle has given us a task, this thing setup area, where we can actually, where we need to just select our offering. Offering is nothing but module. Okay. Like suppose I want to implement financial for a client. So all setup related tasks will be displayed over here. We just need to go one by one and do the required setups in this. Like in enterprise profile, I need to create the geographies and all. In legal entities, it will be under legal structure. So these has this functional setup area has been defined by Oracle. Okay.
Okay.
So earlier we used to, when it comes to EBS, we were having that setup responsibilities, right?
Yeah, system administrator, like that.
Maybe system administrator or PO, purchasing super user.
Okay.
those kind of, right? Or in when it come to employees, you have mostly worked on employees part, HCM only.
Yeah, mostly I work on HCM only.
HCM, like when it comes to HCM, we used to define the employee hierarchy, right? We used to define employee.
HRMS super user, like that.
Yeah, HRMS super user basically, right? For jobs, positions, so those kind of, right? So we used to define those legal structure and everything, right? So for that, Oracle has given this functional setup manager where we can define all those setups. Okay.
Okay.
Then introduction to cloud applications homepage, how this homepage look like, what is desktop, work area, personalization, okay, value sets, lookup. We have like very similar, but only in case of like cloud, they have actually moved it to web page, okay. But concept wise, when it's come to value set or when it come to lookup, so lookup we used to store values, right? Lookup type, lookup code, lookup description, meaning, start date, end date, and some DFF, right? Similar DFF, descriptive flex field, KFF is key flex field, enterprise structure, how we have the enterprise structure like legal entities, ledgers, sub-ledgers, and then operating unit, like we used to have in Artwell, right? O2C cycle, B2P cycle, how we can define these. Basically, if you want, like if you have understanding of functional, if you want to take some functional understanding as well, so I can give you that as well. Not only the technical one, I will give you basic understanding of functional. Like I can show you some setups, how we can do it from here. Okay. In addition to this, then it's come to cloud security. So what is the Fusion security model? Okay. In EBS, you have worked on R12 or 11i or both? Maybe you have worked on both, I guess. Right?
Yeah, I worked on both R12 and 11i.
Yeah. So there we used to have responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
Right, and we used to define a operating unit in 11i and assign that operating unit profile to a responsibility, right? So that we cannot see data of one responsibility in another. Then we were having that multi-profile. What we used to call that in Artwell? I forgot it actually.
Financials, I'm not sure. In HRMS, we use something called security profile. So,
security profile, exactly, security profile. Then we can actually assign multiple business operating units in that. Okay, and then security profile was assigned to a particular user. So in single responsibility, he was able to access data of multiple operating units. So those has been replaced by roles. Okay.
Okay.
So we have different type of roles. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How we can create a role? Role is nothing but in responsibility was basically set of menus and functions, right?
Yeah.
Right here, that function has been replaced by role. Think in the similar way. Okay. So suppose I want to be a purchase buyer. Okay, so buyer is one role, person or employee is one role, purchasing super user is one role, procurement manager is one role, procurement lead is one role. Okay, if my user is an integration user, so integration specialist will be one role. Okay, or if it is an HRMS manager will be a one role. Okay, so for each kind of function we have a different concept of roles over here. Okay, so how we can create those roles, how we can manage it, how we can assign it to users. So we will be covering all that part in the cloud security. Okay. Then you must have read about this. Like you must have worked a lot of BI, like XML reports or RDF reports in EBS, right? So that has been replaced by a tool. That tool is over the cloud only. We have to log in into that tool. Okay. I can showcase you that. So we have a tool known as XML Publisher. Okay, this is our BI Publisher tool where we can create all our reports online only.
Okay.
Just first we need to create the data model and then create the report. Okay.
Okay. Sir, one quick question. So all these navigations, which I'm sure you are going to cover in detail.
Definitely, this is yeah.
So during the detailed session, you tell me how I can navigate each and like if
we
I need
have
to, if I need to go
documentation for this. We have a documentation for all this, and we will be recording each and every session. So
Okay.
I will tell you all these navigations in detail. So in case you
Okay.
want to refer it in future, that will be helpful for you. Okay.
Sure, sure. Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. From here itself, then we have a concept of UCM. Okay. So earlier, report output was storing on the Unix server, right? Where that
Yes.
cloud was, our EBS instance was hosted, right? So here we have a concept of UCM, Universal Content Management. Okay. All our concurrent program, all our jobs, like those concurrent programs, here we call them as a schedule process. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
concurrent program has been replaced with schedule process.
Okay.
Okay. So there we used to create a first we used to create a report or a package, then we used to create an executable, define a concurrent program, right? So
Correct.
that concurrent program is a schedule process in cloud. Okay. Responsibilities actually rolls over here. Okay.
Okay.
So I will be covering all those as a part of this. So all data of XML bursting you must have done that, right?
Yes.
Like sending email or FTP to some location. Right? So
Yeah.
Actually, I did not much worked on the financial part in EBS. Okay. So I'm not sure whether that function, I think that functionality was not there at all, like creating a payment file for supplier and sending it to bank, so that bank can automatically pay it. Okay. Suppose I have purchased some goods from the supplier. Okay. Now I have to pay to the supplier, right? So so in cloud we have a concept of payment processor file. Okay. So it's a kind of standard report which is generated at the EBS side. Okay. Suppose my payment method is a check, so it will generate a check at the in ERP Cloud Fusion, and it will send that to bank. So and bank will automatically pay it. Okay. Okay. So those kind of like how to send it to SFTP, or how we can schedule a particular concurrent like a BI report which we have creating XML Publisher, how we can send an email to like I want to email a report to specific set of users, how I can do those. So all those part I will be covering under Business Intelligence Report Publisher Report, BIP. So this BIP is nothing but so tool to create a this thing. This is a tool by which we can actually create reports. Okay. Then we have a financial reporting center. Okay, how we can create financial reports. Okay. Then we also have a concept of OTBI. OTBI reports is nothing but they have already given, like there's a concept of subject areas. So think in that way that Oracle has given you the these are the tables, and these are the columns. You need not to write a query. You just need to drag drop the columns which are required in different subject areas. Okay? So automatically, suppose I have to create a report. Normally, what I used to do is I write those tables in the from, then select the columns and put the joins, right?
Yeah.
This is how I was doing, like I was creating a query. So here Oracle has replaced that with the subject area. I just need to choose the subject area, drag drop the columns. Oracle will create a query and template everything for you. Okay. So
Okay.
those are basically OTBI reports. Okay.
Okay.
So we will be covering that. Then that desktop integration, which we talked, like this thing, data loader. Then we have a concept of data loader. So data loader is nothing but how we can mass uploaded data, okay, to cloud.
Mhm.
For that, Oracle has given different concepts. So one among them is FBDI. Okay, FBDI is
Mhm.
file-based data import. Okay, so this is nothing but they have created an XLSM template for each of the, like suppose I want to upload the employees. Okay, so there will be a template, predefined template for that. We just need to put the information in that template in that format, and there will be a button to generate the CSV. Okay, it will
Okay.
generate a zip file. We just need to upload it to
Mhm.
cloud and run the import program. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Excel based. Then we have a spreadsheet data loader. So spreadsheet is nothing but ADFDI that you have done, desktop integrator, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Then we have HCM data loader, HDL. Okay, how data load and error handling will be done. Those part I will be covering in more detail. Okay, HCM extract. HCM extract is like how we can extract data. Like there's a standard functionality of HCM extract provided by Oracle Fusion to extract
Mhm.
the data, okay, of HCM and to deliver to the some other location. So we will be covering this HCM extract as a part of this. Then,
Got it.
like I already told you, right? In order to create a data in cloud, like suppose I want to create a one by one, like normally we used to write the packages. Here we have a concept of web service, okay? So we will be
Mhm.
using SOAP web services. One point is not mentioned over here, that is REST services. We also have a
Okay.
REST services in place, okay? So we will be
Mhm.
covering both web services as well as REST services, okay?
Okay.
To create data in cloud or to get data from cloud, okay? Or
Okay.
update a particular set of data in cloud. Then workflow approval, notification, fast formulas, Fusion personalization, like I told you, right? Page composer, sandboxes, customization, how we can migrate it, or what are the
Okay.
fast formulas, workflow, like
Mhm.
actually there's a, like, have you worked on that workflow in EBS?
Yes, I worked on the workflow builder.
Workflow builder, yeah. Here we have a business process management. BPM tool is there. That is also online. In the same, very
Okay.
similar way to that. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
But concept wise, it's very similar. But yeah, things will change a bit, like as per cloud. Okay.
Mhm.
Terminology will change.
Okay. Okay.
Like when it's come to page composer, we used to define form builder was there, right?
Yeah.
That is now that is actually page composer. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. This
Sandbox.
page composer is something like we can create new pages and plug it into the existing Fusion, or it's like
In Fusion application only.
okay.
Very simple. Create a sandbox, create a page, create all those fields, define the layout. That's it. Not a very big functionality as app. Like we can design any kind of page using form builder, right? in
Yes.
R12 or 11i, right? So here we have a limited functionality because this is a PaaS, platform as a service.
Okay.
Okay. So actually there's a different middleware tool for this where we can actually define all our pages and everything. So yeah, but they have given some limited functionality in order to change those. Okay.
Okay.
Existing page. Yeah. So yeah, this was like an overview of what all we will be covering. So if you have any additional topic which you want that needs to be covered, but although I have covered, we'll be covering all these topics, very important, and what is there in cloud that can be asked you in interview, or that will be helpful while you are implementing any project in cloud.
Okay.
Okay, if you still have any other topic you think that needs to be covered as a part of that, maybe I can go, if I'm not aware, I can go through that and I can teach you that as well. You can let me know, like as the time goes. Okay.
Sure.
And yeah, this is all what we will be covering. So like, let me cover a few more things.
Okay.
So are you aware about cloud concept?
Yes, sir. I used to support some applications in cloud like Taleo and all,
Okay.
but not into the Oracle Fusion HCM or financials. I never worked
Okay.
in detail.
So when it's come to cloud, we have basically there are three different services which provided by cloud. Okay. Software as a service. Okay. Platform as a service. Okay.
Okay.
So when it comes to cloud, there are basically, it has divided the cloud technology. Every cloud provider has divided their technology into three stacks. Okay.
Okay.
First one is software as a service. So software as a service means they have created their software and they are selling it to client. Okay. So that client can use their software as a part of service. So let us forget Oracle. Let us suppose, have you used Google Maps?
Oh, yes.
So basically what they have done, they have created a Google Map service and we are using it, right? So that is a perfect example of software as a service.
Okay.
Okay. So means I have created a software, or any cloud provider has created a software, and basically we are using that software and they are charging us for that. Okay.
Okay.
So Google Map is one example. Okay. So another example would be when it's come to cloud, that is Oracle Fusion. Okay, which we will be covering. So Fusion basically they have created. So another is platform as a service. So basically they have provided us a cloud platform where we can create our own software, or we can create our own service. Okay. What is they have provided a service? They have created a service for us. Okay, you can use it as a software, right? Google Map or anything. Another thing is they have, like, they are providing us a platform where we can create our own service, or where we can create our own software. Got it? Got the difference between two?
Okay, sir. So the platform as service is something like a remote desktop or something, right?
Yeah, you can call that not remote desktop. Suppose, let us take an example. Have you worked on Google Sites?
Google Sites, no, I have not worked.
Not. Have you developed? Have you created any? You worked on PL SQL developer. You must have used PL SQL developer, right?
Correct. Yeah, I have used PL SQL developer.
You must have created, right?
Yeah.
Have you used any other tool as well?
For the SQL, means getting the SQL.
Maybe you have used, huh? Anything.
For development tool, mostly I use only JDeveloper, PL SQL developer,
Suppose
workflow
they are
builder.
giving, okay, workflow builder, yeah. Suppose you want to develop an integration between two different systems. Have you created any integration using by writing PL SQL code?
Yes,
Like
or
creating a file, yeah, sending it to third party. You must have created, right?
Yes.
Right. So suppose I want to develop an integration which will extract data from cloud and it will send to third party. Okay, by creating a file. How I will send it? Suppose I want to develop an integration. So, so for such kind of things, like they have provided us some tool, like one is Oracle Integration Cloud. Okay.
Okay.
Means they have given us a platform, they have given us a tool by which I can create my own service or which I can create my own software. Okay.
Okay.
So kind of middleware tools. Okay. SUA, you must have heard about SUA, EDI stuff. No?
No, I heard about this Oracle Integration Cloud, but I heard about that.
Yeah. So Oracle, yeah. I mean, to actually, I know both Oracle Integration Cloud as well as Fusion. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Great.
So Oracle Integration Cloud is nothing but is a platform given by Oracle, provided by Oracle. Okay. Yeah. So third thing is like whenever our EBS server was hosted on a server, right? It was hosted on a Unix server or any of the server, right?
Yeah.
So that is basically infrastructure, right?
Okay.
That is an infrastructure to host any of my application, right? So when it comes to, so infrastructure is as a service means they are providing us an infrastructure on the cloud where I can host my service. Okay.
Fine. Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So like
Oracle
OCI. Have you heard about OCI?
No, I have not.
So OCI is one tool which is provided by Oracle. Okay. This is OIC and OCI is basically IaaS. Okay.
Okay.
So here, if I have an OCI license, I can create my OIC instance in this. Okay. Got it?
Yeah. Okay.
My PaaS will be hosted on IaaS only. Got it?
Okay. Got it. So if you want to build your own integration through OIC, then mandatory you need to have an OCI, right? Then only you'll be able to host your service there.
That like first I will have and they will give us an OCI. If they will give us a cloud infrastructure, basically, I will create an OIC instance over there.
Okay.
Okay. And then in OIC instance, basically I can create my integration.
Fine. Okay. Okay, got it.
So this was all about this thing. What else? Yeah. So, timing on weekend, like how early we can join or how late we can join.
So for timing wise, sir, this time best suits for me. If it is in the morning, I mean, your afternoon, then means what is the total duration per session you plan to
It will
take?
be around, like, I'm planning to take at least like 2 to 2.5 hours on the daily basis. Okay, daily basis, I mean like 5 hours a week. Like we will be having only 2 days, right?
Yes, yes. So yeah.
So maybe what we can do, if you are not comfortable with 2.5 hours, we can plan 2 sessions, one in your morning and one in your afternoon. In this way, like our time will be divided and you can also practice in between, and we are not supposed to sit for these long 2.5 or 3 hours, right?
Okay, okay, okay. So
Getting me? Let us, instead of having 5 sessions in a week, we can have 4 sessions on the weekend itself, like 1.5 or 1 hour session each session. Okay. And timings will be around, I required, if you are able to grasp it like quickly, then 35 to 40 hours are sufficient. 40 hours are sufficient for sure. And
okay.
on our conversation, I think you will be able to get it soon for sure.
Okay, sir. So if it is Sunday, then I think we can cover 2 sessions, like you said.
Saturday,
morning,
Sunday, both are only on
Saturday.
Sunday you can have.
Yeah, Sunday, say if it is morning for me, say 9:30, say 9:30 to 1 hour, 1.5 hours you can take. So 10:30 to 11. So which means 9:30 my time is plus 5.5 hours is 30, 11, 30, 12, 30, 1:30, 2:30 it will be afternoon.
Okay, 9:30 means 2:30 mine, right?
Yes.
4 p.m. Okay. And what about evening? 7:30 my time is fine.
Which is 2:30, right? Yes. Yeah, 2:30 to 2:30, 2 o'clock my time. Yes.
Okay, 7:30 to 9 p.m. Or is it fine if we can make it 7, like 2 your time?
2 o'clock. Sorry, 1:30 my time. Yeah, 1:30 my time. 7 to 8:30 and.
This looks good for Sunday, right?
Just a minute, sir. So Sunday. Sunday is okay. Sundays are 2:30 means 2:30 your time, right? All the time, whatever you are mentioning is our time. I mean,
IST only.
Okay. So 2:30 means for me it will be -5. So it will be morning 9:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. Fine. Okay, that's fine. For Sunday, I think it should be okay.
Okay, what about Saturday?
Saturday is 10:30 to 10:30 is 11. Actually, I have got something for my children at 11 o'clock UK time. So 11 o'clock means your time it will be
9:30 only mine. Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's not if we have decided, this is just an approximate time. If you have to shift it as per your convenience, that is also fine. Okay.
Okay, Saturday, sir, the evening time, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. your time should work for me. That's not a problem. Only in the Saturday mornings, I'm just getting the time. 2:30 p.m. your time is, I have to minus 5.5 hours in that. So
yeah,
it will
minus 9:30 your time.
9:30 my time. 9:30. So one and a half hours you are taking. So 10:30, 11. Okay. I think sharp 11 is.
Maybe let us make it as 1 on Sunday. Every
On
Sunday
Saturday,
you have to go out. Every Saturday you have to go out.
Yeah, every Saturday I have got something at 11 o'clock my time. So 1 hour in the morning, then evening should be fine for me.
This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Like almost we are spending. This is around like 3.5 hour, and this is 4.5 hour. And you're saying after 2 weeks you can have some. We can also spend some time during weekdays as well, right?
Yeah, weekdays anyway I'm working from home only. So whichever time is means which time is convenient for you. Like if it is in the
Actually, mine is like I'm normally free during 6:30 to 7:30.
in the
Maybe
evening.
I can, yeah,
So 6:30
I
to
can
7.
make it as 6 to 7:30 as well.
Okay, 6 means my time is
Sometimes I
1.
stuck into meeting as well.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a like some meeting by client. Otherwise, normally I am free during this time.
Okay, 6 o'clock means my time is 1 minus 5:30. It's 12:30, I think. Yeah, so for me, I think it should be okay. 6 to 7 should be fine. Weekdays, unless, like you said, sometimes if I have meeting, then we can, means we can agree on some time. Is that okay?
Yeah, right. And just an approximate time.
Sure.
If we have to shift it, that's completely fine. Sometime I can also stuck in work. You can also, right? That is fine. Like it's just an approximate that so that I should not plan anything in during these timings. That's it.
Sure.
I think, yeah. Okay. So maybe actually I was about to give you an overview only for today. Maybe
Fine.
we can start with these topics from tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, is that fine?
Yeah, no problem.
If you have any doubt, any questions, you can ask me. We will provide you this. I will talk to Shiva sir and will create. You have Fusion instance details with you.
No, sir, I don't have access or instance details.
We'll provide you these so that you can also give a try, like creating reports, doing FPDI and all.
Sure. Okay, sir.
So, yeah. Maybe like once I will cover all these topics, how to create a user, and in the same class, we'll create your user as well. This is a demo instance provided by Oracle. Oracle normally reset its passwords, maybe on like daily or twice a week. I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
So you might have to reach out to me multiple times to get this created. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Like, yeah, that's. I'm good for now. If you have any questions, do let me know. Anything which you think, yeah.
Okay, sir. For tomorrow's session, I didn't plan for tomorrow morning. So can we keep the same timing only for this week for tomorrow? Then from next week onwards, whatever timing we have agreed, that one should be working out for me.
Okay, sir. So tomorrow, is it fine? Like instead of 7:30, can we have it at 7?
7 means 1:30, right? For my time.
1:30 your time, yeah.
I think tomorrow 1:30 afternoon should be okay.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, let us connect from tomorrow and try to learn as much as possible.
Sure. If it is weekdays also, I'm more flexible than the weekend. So in case if you want to, if you are free, then I'm okay. Weekdays anyway, because that timing what you mentioned comes from my lunch time only, 12:30 to 1:30. So I can extend it. So in the weekdays, more flexibility comes for me. So no problem.
Let us talk tomorrow. Like let us connect tomorrow, and maybe we will decide. We'll decide on this part as well. Like I'm comfortable in giving time training in that time as well. No issue from my side at all. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we can connect and have it. Like, by the way, can I ask you questions? Like, are you planning? Is your company planning to move you into this Fusion, or how it is?
No, sir. Actually,
how does work on this?
I'm planning to shift my job.
So I will cover things in that manner only. In that case, like, okay, that's why I asked it. Okay, maybe I can give you some tips regarding to your job change and everything. How you can.
Yeah. Because fusion wise, I don't have much knowledge. So whatever you give, that's an advantage for me.
Definitely, we will cover some real-time scenarios and how things are working over here. What kind of questions you can expect. So we will cover those aspects. Okay. Yeah. I ask you just to like how that is, so that it can be helpful for you in the end.
Sure. Definitely, sir. And for this Fusion instance access, so Siva sir is going to email me, or I need to take it down whenever you are sending me?
I'll tell you, like maybe in a day or two, we will cover that Fusion or user creation part, and then as soon as it is done, I will email.
Fine. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Bye. See you tomorrow at 1:30.
Okay, sir. Okay.